Yo, this is a review of Joker 2. Um there's a lot I gotta say about this movie. I haven't really made much recently. I know it's very off from what the this dead channel is. But it's what can I say? Um I don't know, I just like doing whatever I want, I guess. Yeah. So I'm making this because this movie is very, very decisive, indecisive for me, for one reason, and that's the real plot twist of this video being that this isn't just a review, but a defense as well. What? What? Okay, yeah, anyways, yeah, cat's out of the bag. I like the movie. On top of that, I've seen it twice. Now, if you're still here, remember to like and subscribe the video so I can I don't know. Kinda need money. GameStop still hasn't responded to me after 3 weeks. A little upsetting, but like, hey, I don't know. Uh, Next video is gonna be Fortnite Festival. Yeah. Anyways, into everything. There it is. How to find the notes. Forgot to pull up the notes. Unprofessional of me. Anyways, so I should note I've only the only reviews I've seen of this movie, like YouTube reviews, was Cody. What was it? Cody, yeah, Cody Leach. He did I watched like his YouTube short, and then the the Nostalgia Critic review. That's yeah, that's saying something. Um, yeah, man. Honestly, I chose a couple points. No, a couple points that kind of uh, the channel awesome bald man said is that I honestly feel like it applies decently well. Honestly, uh, this background is getting little, little much. So I feel like we gotta dull it down a little bit. All right. Anyways, so basically, one of the things Nostalgia Critic said, I honestly agree with the move. And so there's an old saying, plant some seeds, no water was grown. Basically say like the movie, it put ideas in, but nothing came about them. I will say there are a couple moments in the movie where that happens. I won't lie. I'm 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 glazing the movie, but I'll admit it's nowhere near its successor. That's the word. Yeah, successor. Um, so I yeah. Um, Basically plant some seeds, put in a little bit of water, but whoever was doing it doesn't know how to garden. Now, I know that's a very, very bold claim, coming from the director who's given us such beautiful things as Rise of Skywalker or Hangovers 2 and 3. Yeah, don't fact check me on those, by the way. Um, it's just, it's, I don't know. Todd Phillips, Todd Phillips. I wish I could dive into the mind of Todd Phillips. You know what? Okay, smash like so I can get an interview with Todd Phillips to understand him more about this movie. I don't. Also smash like because maybe one day I can do a full, extensive a breakdown of the entire. I'm being serious. I will do an entire extensive breakdown of the entire movie. Uh, if I can get a chance. Also, do apologize for bad graphics and all that. Obviously, you're just here to listen. You're just here to listen. I don't know. I'm making this on a freaking iPad. I don't really know what type of high quality slop you expected. Anyways, though, back to the actual review. Um, this is kind of one thing he said a little bit. I kind of like had my own words to it as well. It's an odd mixture of like an escapism musical. So like some like La La Land, like the songs don't really progress the story, but at the same time, it's also a Jonkler plot, a Joker plot. It's the Joker baby, um, which is odd because going through all of the song, seen the movie twice, and listen, I may or may not listen to the soundtrack. Peak, it's peak. We'll get into Joaquin Phoenix singing later. Peak. Um, what do you? They're all the songs. There's really only one that like actually progresses the plot. By the way, major spoilers. I'm gonna be like briefly going through good portions of the movie, and that's what's it like? The Joker. I think it's called like the Joker is me. No, I I act like I love this movie, but I don't at the same time. This very toxic relationship. Anyways, that's really the only song that like progressed anything because that's when he was like, "Yeah, I'm the Joker, baby. I'm the Joker." Uh, yeah, and it's like, cause then that he fires his lawyer right after, does whatever. See Lady Gaga dancing on the table, hands him the gun. Oh, okay. Anyways, yeah, maybe a good portion of the reason why I like it. Let's just change this. This isn't a Joker 2 defense anymore. This is a Lady Gaga glazing video. That's that. That's a story for another day. Anyways, so one more thing, just like a general point. This is the this movie. For the first one. It's perfect. It's like it's the subversive masterpiece. It shows a perfect like depiction, near perfect depiction of the discrimination of the mentally ill, how they are treated in society. I'm not trying to do the shitty impression. Society. Um, this movie's more of the exploitation. That's and I will say, gotta jump through a couple mental hoops here. Um, Now that was really all that I had written down. Now it's time to just go off script, and it's gonna go schizo ranting pretty soon, if it hasn't already. But yeah, so I will say, to understand the movie like how I did, yeah, you gotta jump through a couple mental hoops to go through. Hopefully I remember to talk about them. I don't know. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, one. Okay, a couple. Let's go through some strengths. And one of the few things that else I had written down actually. Shot very well. It, it Todd. He's been around for a while. We all know how Joker one went. Joker two. It's shot very well, and for spoilers, taking place 99% in a fucking prison and uh, courtroom turned to a court movie. I'll be honest. One of my favorite movies of all time is 12 Angry Men. So yeah, you can already tell. I love potatoes. Anyway, yeah, so it's like it's hard. It is. I will say it is hard to make that enjoyable, watchable. Todd, Todd Phillips did pretty good. I'm just gonna name Todd Phillips the entire time because I couldn't name any other person who worked on this aside from Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga. Yeah, I don't know any other name, any other actor on here. I mean, I guess Robert De Niro made a slight cameo on. He showed his autobiography. Yeah. This is gonna be worth a fortune when they fry his ass. I hope your family gets cancer. Anyways, um, very, very good acting. No, Joaquin Phoenix, he's amazing. He's just amazing. If you haven't watched Signs, watch Signs. I don't know why you haven't watched Signs. Watch Signs. Anyways, um, Songs. I'll be honest, not that bad. Not that bad. Hot take. Hot take. They're not that bad. I will say, after my first watch, I realized, wow, Joaquin Phoenix can't sing. Um, but on my second watch, I kind of realized there's an odd split. So there's songs that are going on in like real life, and then there's Jonkler schizo songs. The real life songs sound horrible. There's actually an interview where Lady Gaga said she had to unlearn how to sing, which pretty kind of impressive. Won't lie. Because I did choir for like 7 years, yeah, and other things as well. I I know it. I know a thing or two when it comes to singing, and it's yeah, it's you can't just really unlearn. Like you can be rusty, but it, do singing for that long, which she's done for obviously way longer than I have. That's you don't just not sing. So that's props right there. That is props. Um, yeah. So back to what I was saying. So there's split. So there's songs in real life which kind of going through them. You know, you got the first Joker one. He's like uh that one was pretty obvious. All in Lee head. And then got the Lady Gaga song when they're escaping the prison. Funny scene, by the way. I actually really do like that scene. One of my favorite ones in the movie. And pretty good singing, and then does well. And then yeah, Friends. Seen it twice, and I couldn't even say the words. Said it for like 3 days straight. I can't say the words right now. Anyways, um, that one, and then this is where the split happens. So when it's like purely in his mind. First one kind of excusable. It's like weird mixture. But the ones are purely like the staged ones. They're actually good singing. And what's it when it goes to the Joker and Harley show? Kind of skipping around a little bit. Joker and Harley show. She actually, I don't, Lady Gaga. You, it's funny. You can hear that's like when she like sings. Like you can hear Gaga. Like you hear Just Dance Woman right there. You hear Paparazzi Woman right there. Sorry, I got the Fame Monster stuck in my mind. Banger album, banger. Harley Manor. Her. Anyways, um, it's and that's so I do like that difference. It's in his world they can sing and build them out. Okay, you gotta admit, well, if you didn't leave the movie by the time the song came on, Build a Mountain was heat. Fuego, fire, awesome. That was great. And then seeing Gary Puddles as like the little guy, one that was his best man. It's cute. It's fun. It's really fun. I love it. Uh, so other things I like. Harvey Dent called that unnecessary fan service. I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker for it. I love Batman. Everything Batman. I have a very pricey Batman suit. I got legitimately with a question mark. Um, wasn't illegal or anything. Sketchy website, yes. Um, but I love all things Batman. Speaking of that, watch the Penguin. If you really want to watch something that's objectively good, watch the Penguin. Um, but so where's that leading us all? What was I even talking about? That's why I need to write things down. I'll start scripting things out one day. Who knows? Anyways, yeah, that's what I was talking about. Harvey Dent, funny guy. Saw it. I was just like, ooh, ooh. Yeah, I did the soy jack face, pointing at the screen in the theater. the first showing. Yeah. So, no, aside from my father, I went with I think it was like 10 other people. I think including us two is like 15, between like 15, 17 max. total, yeah, yeah. So and then seeing at the end of the movie, car bomb goes off and it like burns the side of his face. Felt like they lingered on it a little too long, but it's funny because half of him's burnt, two-faced. I like that. It made my monkey neurons happy. All right. It's kind of just going through oh yeah, Gary Puddles. I don't remember the name of his actor. He stole his scene. But I mentioned it earlier with the acting. He stole his freaking scene. Um, he had like 5 minutes screen time, roughly. It took every minute of it. When he starts like actually showing his fear for the Joker. And just his breakdown in like his last couple sentences, and then seeing Phoenix's reaction, like him, like the Joker basically trying to not like get let his emotions get the best of him, knowing how much he truly loves Gary. It had just a very good scene. I love that scene. It's well crafted. Um, yeah. So going through beginning of the movie to the end. Uh, Opens up with the animated. Can't, yeah, finally get into the movie, guys. Probably like 15 minutes in. Finally get into the movie. Um, opens up with the couple minute animated short. That's the few positives I've seen people online talk about it. They say that's actually a good thing about the movie. Opens up and you're like, oh, what's everyone talk about this movie being bad? I'll be honest. When I walked into the first time, first time I had all my messages ready. Like I had locked and loaded, sent everyone after movie was over to be like, what the fuck did I just watch? Um, anyways, we'll get back to that. But so movie starts. Um, plays through that scene. It's good. It's good. Fun fact: on my second time I watched it, the screen got really poorly cropped, but only for the animated portion. I don't understand it. It was, hey, yeah. No, that was funny. So that was it was like a cute little blend of like it's trying to play into like the animation of the time that they're showing because they have Looney Tunes. Oh my gosh, the Looney Tunes. There's Looney Tunes playing throughout the entire movie. Uh, Saints Are Coming. That's a big part of the movie as well. Anyways, so back to it. So goes in, see Arthur Fleck, shell of a man. Like, bro, you want to talk about walking, like acting, like, okay, what's it? Christian Bale. Like, we've all seen uh, like Black Pill and Cell, Sigma pose of Christian Bale and like his like going from like the skinniest dude ever to the buffest dude ever to the fattest dude ever. Joaquin Phoenix. I, I I cannot imagine another person who can play actual skin and bones better than this man can. Oh my goodness, it's uncomforting. Um, anyways, though he goes through his stuff, he gets cigarettes, real, literally me. Um, then he meets crazy woman, real, literally me. Um, sip of water, Tom. Plot starts rolling. He goes to his mental uh taping for the screening. Um, don't really have much to say there. I'm trying to burn through because it's not the extensive version. Trust me, this would be extensive if I get A, editing software, and B, a DVD disc of Joker 2. And I know 100% one of those are happening, and it's more likely the latter. Um, yeah, so then he gets into the music class after meeting, best guy Riley. We heart the character Riley. Rest in peace, Riley. Uh, anyways, though, so gets into the music class, starts talking to her. W. Riz, by the way. Honestly, I don't get why anyone hates this movie. It's y'all hating on Joker for just trying to get some try and get some game. He's bro's you know, his Riz game's unmatched. I'm Gen Z brain rotted to the max. Please help me. It's 2 in the morning. Um, yeah. So then, kind of, he gets his happy, does his first song. It's it's all in the head. Gets to watch the movie with Lee, and then Lady Gaga just burns burns the place down, which feels fitting for her talking about like arson and stuff. And then that leads into probably like one of my favorite scenes in the movie. Uh, and sorry, I was thinking about fun fact. Lady Gaga dropped an album called I'm pretty sure it's called like Harlequin or something like that. Thinking about buying it. Smash a like, drop a comment below if I should buy it. Uh, one like, I'll buy the CD. I'm a CD collector. What can I say? Um, so goes to that, oh, they're happy, they kissing, blah 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 blah. And then he gets thrown in the cell. And okay, what I'm about to mention, probably one of the most uncomfortable scenes in the movie. So she gets into a cell. Who knows how? She's not a schizo apparition. Trust me. We're gonna get into a theory later. The schizo apparitions. Excuse me. Very odd. Very odd. Anyways, though, and then there's probably one of the most uncomforting sex scenes I've ever watched. And yeah, it's it exists. It exists. It's way more uncomfortable when you're watching that and you're sitting right next to your dad. It's a lot funnier the second time around when you drag your friends along. They don't know what's coming up, so it's funny watching their uncomfortable expressions, knowing that they're sitting right next to their friend. Yeah, yeah, it exists. It exists. Like, okay, hold on. Side tangent. Come on. I'm a crazy guy. I've been with the crazy. I've had my fling of the crazies. I'm still waiting. Uh, applications below. Smash like. Yeah, you really telling me that's how crazy? Bro's just four-stroke Willie over here. Come on, Saints ain't gonna be margin. That makes no sense. Back to this. Um, it's it you just got. Okay, skipping that scene. Skipping that scene happened. It's important for later, but it happened. Now let's get into court time. Time for court. He goes to court, and things gonna happen. It's blah 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 blah. Uh, Lady Gaga comes in wearing tights, singing the Joker. Not the one that comes on the rock stations. No, the different one. Sorry, I'm smoking a cigarette as well. Like I said, this can easily turn into a Lady Gaga glazing video if I wanted it to. I'm down. I'm a down bad man. I'm a down bad man. Um, as this comes in, can Lee get a better seat? Who's even the witness? Oh, it's the doctor who actually didn't interview him for the right amount of time. Blah 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 blah. Skip around. Uh, he's going through his stuff. Oh yeah, I did forget to mention the interview scene with Pat. I'll tell you what. Uh, that was a scene. Really funny watching Lady Gaga just break break with just a store window to grab TV. Cute. I liked it. One of the few scenes of the outside world we actually get in the movie. It's fun. And oh yeah, his song as well. It's first time awkward watching. Second time, it's all right. It's all right. And so back to this, go to the court dates, lawyers trying to tell Arthur, like, hey, not a good idea, because Lee actually has been lying to you. I also like that uh, Gaga's character, and it starts as Harley Quinzel, or instead of just like Harley Quinn or Harley Quinn. It really pulled the full name docs, the Jonathan. That's an inside joke only I understand. Anyways, though, so yeah, he's like, hey, Lee, what? Huh? Cuts him getting visitors. Gaga goes through the why do you lie to me? Um, they set up the movie TV movie. I'll get into that in a second. I like the TV movie gag. And then she's like, everyone lies a little bit. And then, but bombshell. The second she lights a cigarette, takes a puff, very first words come out of her mouth, I'm pregnant. Crazy, crazy statement. Crazy. I ain't gonna lie. No, that was great. Um, it doesn't really look into if she's really lying or not, but I don't think she's lying for like a reason I'll get into later. Let's go there at what? Oh yeah, it also shows the Joker and Harley show where Gaga sings good and then shoots him. It's all in his imagination. That's important for later though, because that actually brings up a point of is that like I like to think that was actually foreshadowing because spoilers at the end of the movie, Joker, Arthur Fleck dies. Uh, but it isn't by her; it's by who the hell knows. Excuse me. But it's technically you can make the argument that Harley Quinn did get Joker killed because the events of the movie obviously it wasn't him who made him think, nah, I'm not sure. It's because of the very infamous climax of the movie. Feels weird even saying that, even though it's the official title name. Yeah, but so technically, looking at it at a certain perspective, with how Harley is one of the people who one of the John Clark lasers, it really like brings into perspective what could like that it was it is more like Harley represents the people, like give the people what they want. She's representing the people who idolize him. Back to the thing of the how's the line? What was the word that starts with the letter E? Exploitation. Yeah, I'm a bundle of joy. It is 2:20 in the morning. Anyways, though, um, yeah, so it's like these people got him killed. It is like yeah, entire thing. I'll bring it up in my maybe one day better to read 2.5 hour, 3 hour dissecting of the movie. Smash like if you'd want that. Um, but that so going past that, goes past that, goes into the next day, trials goes on. Really funny line actually happens. It's the build up to the TV movie joke. Like they've referenced it like 2 or 3 times before that scene about the TV movie, and then just they have Sophie just like had me in that awful TV movie. It just turns turns around and looks at Harley, and she's like, "Really?" And she's like, "No." That was one of the funniest scenes in the movie. Unironically, maybe I'm just reaching unk status, and I found that hilarious. Uh, who knows? So, yeah, and then the more talks about it with his mom, which by the way, they really hammer in. Like everyone, like I swear, like every other character in the movie just has to re-bring up that he's A, not funny, B, not enjoyable, and C, like just yeah, it's it's almost like kind of just like like to his face in the courtroom. There's like, yeah, his he's unfunny. His mom said he was just happy. It's bullshit. He's an idiot. Like, come on. Anyways, though, so that like brings into him snapping, talking the Joker's Me song. Pretty good song. Pretty good. See the Lady Gaga dance. Um, beats up the judge with the mallet again all in his head. Yeah, but that leads him into reawakening the Joker. Firing his lawyer, representing himself, going through all that. Wish we got a little more dive into the lawyer. Interesting character, but time got cut little short because, you know, yeah, well, I was thinking to say, what, literally what I just mentioned. Um, what's next? Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, he gets like super famous, all that. Harley's like going gaga for him. I smiled after I said that. Oh, and then I played like a laugh track in my mind, and it made it worse. I won't lie. Um, anyways, back to the movie. I don't know why now this part of the movie gets a little fuzzy in my brain. Oh yeah, then. We'll just skip around a little bit to Gary Puddles. Gary Puddles. That scene was actually really funny because the way how he spoke, that was absolutely hilarious. How he started talking at first reminds me exactly how old pal of mine and I would joke around. Shout out to you, Michael. You're watching. Smash like. Um, yeah, it was. Then leads. I talked about the Gary Puddle scene earlier. Like, it's funny because he obviously doesn't know what he's doing at all. He gets a little emotional. Um, and then it's just like the trial just kind of ends because he doesn't know how to do a closing statement. Great guy, great guy. That leads into Build a Mountain, which I love, but then uh, I'm saving it for the end. I'll talk about the trailers. Ooh, the trailers, the marketing, the marketing. Um, so go through Build a Mountain. It's actually weirdly, oddly, like cynically funny seeing Gary right after he just had like a mental breakdown in the courtroom, and you just see him like all happy Jerry with them getting married. Oh my goodness. So, and then that's when he gets back. They actually play Dance in the Moonlight. Pretty, it's a banger until he gets back, and then the scene happens. Say the beats the hell out of me joke. A little messed up. Say actually that actually was kind of funny. Like with context, I know it's horrible. It's the morbid funny. It's the Joker funny. It's the Joaquin Phoenix funny. Yeah, and that scene happens. After my first time watching Night of Theory, I was like, maybe it didn't. It was just him getting severely beat up. Kind of like on the rewatch, and basically what the general consensus is. Even if I tried, I don't think that'd have any legs. Everyone just kind of like shut me down on that. So, at least for now, we're just gonna go with the general consensus. And mm, not a fun scene. And then they kill Riley, so that it gets even worse. Um, yeah, it's just a bucket of yeah, all around, and it's so shoehorned. It just happens. This is one of my bigger complaints of the movie, which is obviously where the kicker was for most people. Is cesspit of Twitter. It just happens because Phillips needed a reason for Arthur to just have a reality check and stop being Joker, and he chose The worst way to do it. The worst way of doing it. I don't know what other way there could have been. But that wasn't the way I would have been thinking of, at least at first. I guess this, man. So then cuts to Gaga getting in her Harley Quinn makeup, which actually, and then after just bashing, I now have to praise the movie a little more. Ever since the first Joker, which I have a small confession to make. I haven't. I last time I saw it was the very first time I ever saw it in theaters. Also with my dad. That is why we actually went early in opening weekend. Excuse me, its own separate thing. Um, but so obviously it's been a minute since I've seen it, and so that's a side thing. But so I am a sucker. I absolutely love the reimagining of like the cartoonish comic book suits for these people. So to have it as like a realistic depiction, but also still keep the just like the cartoonish source. Obviously, with Joaquin Phoenix, as you can see right here in the picture, he has just like a clown gone off, like an actual clown worker who's gone off the edge. In the Michael Reed, yeah. Anyways, the Reeves Batman. Uh, Pattinson's suit. That's just like it's like really sketchily made, but like works at the same time. And then, oh man, Dano's Riddler. I could glaze Dano's Riddlers for hours about how he's just a domestic terrorist. He turned one of the the goofiest villains of all time into a domestic terrorist. And his suit still makes him look like he's that, like he fits the name, he fits the role. Oh, it's great. Please don't use Joker and Batman 2. Please, just branch out, make it look cooler with other stuff. Um, Even with the Penguin as well. Watching the Penguin, he's like he fits it because it's just like he isn't just like some over the top. He's a gangster. Like if you watch The Sopranos, it feels like The Sopranos almost watching the show, Penguin show. But so that all saying all of that to lead into Harley Quinzel's dress up going into the final day of the trial. Red, just like this glammy red suit, and then the shirt that she has on under is a black and white diamond pattern. It's perfect. It's so perfect. I love it. That's the costume design. Amazing, amazing. Please, if you can hate this movie with every ounce in your body, there's no way anyone in the world has watched this far. But if you have and you still hate the movie, please let the one thing that you love about it at least be the costume design. Oh my goodness. Um, so continue on with that. And she walks in. Jonkler has his reality check. There is no Joker. The rest of the trial goes on. Then the car bomb happens. I mentioned a little bit that earlier. It gets kind of taken. Another trailer scene I'm going to bring up in a minute. Blah blah blah. Drive. I'm just kind of trying to speed run through the ending here. Then it leads into the stair scene, which I have a theory. Obviously, right beforehand, I forgot to mention it. Joker calls Harley, starts singing, and she's shown in a very odd position, that being laying on the floor with a snub nose to her skull. Uh, Same way Joker held it when he blew out his brain during the Joker's Me song at the end of that. Which could also be leading to another thing saying that Joker then also at the same time, along with Harley killing him, he killed himself. Oh, I need a script. I wish I had a script. Um, but it's, kick back, she literally has her finger on it, and it cuts right before she would have pulled. It's like every sign possible says she shot herself. But then she shows back up on the stairs, haircut, different-ish makeup. Actually, yeah, different makeup. She has white makeup on in that scene. Kind of a little more. Actually, yeah, it's dope. Hey, look at that. Bottom middle corner. That's like exactly what she looked like there. It's the short hair, and they push the short hair in weird ways. So I believe that's a schizo premonition of her, but I don't at the same time. I like that's actually open because you don't know. There's one of three things that happened to Harley. She either A, did not pull the trigger, but is just kind of doing her own thing. And, but like, okay, never mind. So A, she did not pull the trigger, but she was on the stairs and did all that like haircut stuff to herself, talked to the Joker. That's all real. B, she did not pull the trigger, but she's off doing whatever, and that was still a premonition the Joker saw. Or C, she did pull the trigger. And why am I saying premonition? Schizoing. Well, let's go with that. A person that he sees. That's just a person that he sees. So in world A, all of that's real and that all happened. World B and C, that it's up for debate which one of those happened, but that is him just seeing people like he saw Sophie in the first movie. Because I was mentioned very early on he's not on his meds. Um, so take that how you will. I don't know. I love that it's open ended though, because I'm agreeing but disagreeing with what I actually think it is. It's fun. It's great. I love it. Um. So, anyways, though that scene happens. Really sad. That's okay. I've been there before, buddy. I'm treating that like it's sad. I already went through the depression work on that. I need to need to calm down on that. Otherwise, you know, I've accepted it. I'm never. I I, I don't bring it up anymore. But I can't take myself out of that hole. It's funny though. I need a cigarette. Anyways, um, he jonkle. Dancing in the moonlight, everybody. And so then, goes back to the prison. He gets a visitor, but we never find out who the visitor is. Because let me tell you a joke. Okay, is it fast? Yes. You're a sad, pathetic, fucking loser clown. You get what you fucking deserved. Stab a million times. Shank. Carves into his face. Movie ends. That's life, as Lady Gaga once said. That's the movie. I wish I could be here for another eternity explaining it, but I don't have the technology or the script to do that. So, one of the last things I want to mention with it is the trailers. It's the reason I do believe Gaga was pregnant. Well, Harley Quinzel was pregnant. Better terminology, because it there. Oh my goodness, pisses me off. There's a trailer shot of Joker going down the courtroom stairs and Gaga right by his side. They're just kind of doing their own weird dances, and it kind of looks like she's pregnant. I don't know if there's some different director's cut, if there's some sort of just like the Phillips cut. Excuse me. Please, Todd Phillips, release the Phillips cut of Jonkler 2. I'm probably gonna be the only person on planet Earth who buys it, but that means I'm the one who got it. Please, or at least just explain. Um, and then the other trailer scene. This this one was in the movie, but it's more deceiving when the car bomb goes off. Well, okay, I should explain the trailer shot. So it shows uh chapter one Joker. Yeesh. Movie one Joker, but hair is longer, kind of still like wavy curly, but like a little longer. Hard to explain. And I remember seeing that. I always thought that was Joker. what happened that he's in that scene with all that weird stuff around him? Uh, that being debris of a blown up building. That's just another dude. That's just one of his glazers. I won't say I'm like upset by it. Just the marketing like zoomed in the camera to perfectly manipulate it. And I'll be honest, I fell for it. I hardcore fell for it. Yeah. Those are the two main trailer things I can think of. Actually, no, there's some other marketing as well. You know what? Hey, look at that image right there. What the hell? Oh wait, there's that other marketing. There's Harley going in the elevator. In the actual movie, she has her long hair, but in the trailer shot, she has her short. What? Phillips, what are you doing? Please explain. I see. Okay, it's okay, guys. I'm a human being. I'm just. I still have my problems with the movie. One of the last things I didn't understand in the movie was after the you know what scene happens that makes him not want to be Joker anymore. It just plays like the bathroom scene, like the ending of the bathroom scene from the first movie. I don't really know. I don't really know what that's supposed to mean. I'm gonna be honest. You guys know. Smash like, throw something in the comments that explains it. Granted, I'm so far like 45 minutes deep into a schizo rant about how I love the Joker too. Obviously, media literacy isn't the first thing that comes to mind when you think about me. Um, yeah. So, anything else got? Oh yeah, this movie's just so. Phillips said in an interview there is no Joker, which is worded very horribly because that led to actually some pretty funny tweets of people being the quote retweeting about like, how can there be no Joker when the movie's called Joker? Uh, but it makes sense from the perspective that he just worded it poorly and he meant it's it's a concept. People have even bring it into the real world. Like people have idolized Joker for years. Think of that's actually why I don't want Joker and Batman too, because he's too popular of a Batman villain. Add some shit like Clayface. Actually, I don't even know how you'd be able to add Clayface. That's its own side thing. Do Scarecrow. Ooh, horror movie. That'd be crazy. Um. Anyways, but think about it. He's so oversaturated in media that we kind of just forget. Joker at the end of the day is just kind of like a mentally ill man. He's just crazy. You know, society. Why so serious? Um, and especially like the blowing up of popularity of Joker after you can make like the incel argument about it. I'm not trying. I'm making general sense. Especially with like after the first one, it really blew up in popularity. But at the end of the day, that was one thing I never really ever saw a lot of people talk about the first movie is that they were like, it was something not even brought up in the actual movie is that it's like, oh, deranged killer, and that's another thing said like this Joker, he's either deranged killer or a martyr for the people. It's is explored a little bit in this movie, not really brought up though. And it's one thing I always thought about is that he's just a mentally ill man. He he just kind of snapped. He's just a very sick man who needs and or needed help, but he was treated by shit by the people who didn't care about him, and the people who did just idolized him to a point that he couldn't get help because he was in belief that he's just like this demigod of sorts. I guess that's more or less the point of the movie, and if that's what Phillips was trying to get across, I'm fine with that. Joker lives on, and the ones his the image of what people think Joker is lives on, not the man. They killed the man, not the idea, as the old saying is. Yeah. That's really the end of the review. That was roughly, I think we're like 50 minutes into the video, probably, in this review. Um, I just kind of went over most of the movie. Did I even review? I don't even know. I don't remember. I just kind of blacked out over the last like 40 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. Um, anyways, you got to the end. Thank you for sticking around. Please listen to the last couple words. Don't forget to smash like and subscribe, and comment. I don't know. 25 subscriber special, I guess. This is not my first time doing a review. As the OGs remember my review of the Ace of Hearts album, Frozen in Time. Uh, I enlisted that. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even think he'd be an OG. It had 20 views. He was either one of my friends that watched the video or some random dude who no idea how he even got there at the end of the night. Probably even a bot. Who knows? Um, yeah, but I want to keep doing this, making more reviews. I literally only made this because the movie is that decisive that after I saw it twice and somehow loved it more on the second watch, don't know how. I genuinely like this movie. I love it. It's nowhere near the first one. It's not any subversive masterpiece, slow burn plot twist that the first one was. But to me, it's a good movie. I can't Transformers one out account guy. This shit. I would. Ooh, man, I'd be probably be treated like the Antichrist of the internet if I tried making a defensive Joker 2 account. But this is a movie I'm passionate about because I like it. I do. I really do. In my opinion. Um, yeah, next video, it's gonna be a Fortnite Festival, the conspiracy, and then hopefully I can make videos of me playing Fortnite Festival or just Rock Band, Guitar Hero. If they ever release it, they aren't going to make another one. It's dead franchise. But I don't know, I suck at it, but I'm passionate about it because I like it, just like I do with this movie. So yeah, smash like, subscribe, and that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Outro music. They not like us. They not like us. Why so serious?